Hey guys, back up from my pot here. Welcome to day 15 of our 22 days of harvest. Guys, I cannot believe how time is flying. Today is gonna be a very exciting video, guys. Do you see where I am, guys? I am by my moringa trees, and today we're gonna do a moringa harvest. Guys, moringa is used especially across different countries in Africa and across the entire world. It's used to fight inflammation, and it's used to combat malnutrition. This plant is known as a miracle plant, guys. This moringa has 7 times more vitamin C than oranges. It has 10 times more vitamin A than the carrots. So you know it's good for the eyes, right? 17 times more calcium than milk. So for us that that doesn't necessarily like cow's milk or lactose intolerant, you don't have to put yourself through that. 17 times more calcium than milk. 15 times more potassium than bananas, 25 times more iron than spinach, and guys, this even has more protein than eggs. So moringa, I could sit here all day talking about the different benefits of moringa, guys. But we're gonna get to cutting the tree, and I'm gonna I'll talk to you some more as I cut the tree. Guys, I always tell you, when you're trying anything new, no matter how healthy it is, it's also a medicinal. So you have to check with your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. All this information can be readily found on the internet. A lot of what I'm telling you is on the internet for the National Institution of Health. You can find it there. There's tons of websites, but I'll leave a few websites on here. Moringa has been known, let's talk about some of the conditions now. Moringa has been known to treat different various conditions. It treats inflammatory related diseases. It can treat cancer, which of course is an inflammatory disease, diabetes, anemia, low energy and fatigue. And I can tell you, I can be outside here working in the yard, and you can just take a hand, and you're tired, and you take a handful of moringa, and you get this energy. It's known to treat arthritis and joint pain, even rheumatism, guys. It's used to treat allergies, asthma, constipation, diarrhea. So it treats both ends of the spectrum, constipation and diarrhea. Not sure how that works, but there's evidence out there. It's used to treat epilepsy, stomach pains, intestinal ulcers, spasms, chronic headaches, heart problems, including heart problems and high blood pressure, kidney stones, fluid retention, thyroid disorders, low sex drive, bacterial, fungal, viral, and parasitic infections. So guys, a whole range of conditions. I watched a video a few years back on a moringa farm in Jamaica, and the farmer, it's an older gentleman. He looked like he might have been in his 70s, but he said when he started using the moringa, his hair actually started turning back black. It was gray, it started turning black, and it started getting healthier. So on the websites I found, I didn't see anything about the hair, but I'm definitely gonna be adding it to my rosemary oil and trying to use it on my hair, because if you guys missed the video I did a few months back on rosemary. I actually harvested rosemary, had it steeping in some olive oil for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, can't remember how long, and then rosemary I used it for my hair. So moringa in Jamaica, it's also used to treat the hair and to grow the hair, and he said his hair actually started darkening after using moringa. I'm not sure how true that is, but you guys can do your own research. Because of all the benefits I know moringa has, I'm gonna add it to my rosemary oil. I've added other things to it. I'm gonna add it to there, but you guys choose how you want to use it. Oh guys, and I didn't mention, so it's not just the leaves that are edible, guys. Every part of the tree is edible, and every part is used. I don't have any pods on my tree right now, but the moringa seeds and the moringa pods can be used to purify water. So in certain parts where there's no access to clean water, you can actually use the pods in the water suck out all impurities and to purify the water. Also, the seeds are very, very medicinal, very healthy. You can only use a few at a time because they are so powerful. And I have a video out there where I try the seeds. The seeds are very unique, guys. Very has a very sweet taste. After you chew it up, when you first chew it, it tastes like almost like eating a peanut. But then after like 30 seconds, it's like a burst of sweetness. It's like a wow. All right, one huge tree down and one more to go. I'm gonna fast forward and take this, that huge one. Oh my gosh, guys, that has to be 30. That's definitely 30 feet. Gonna get that one down now. All right, guys, I was in the middle of cutting the second tree and the chainsaw got stuck, so I'm gonna call it a day and just we have more than enough to harvest off here. So let me show you how how I harvest the leaves, and then we'll talk about what I'm gonna do. All right, so for the leaves, it's very easy. Take the bowl and you just pull. All the leaves come off this easily. So I'm gonna go through, harvest the leaves. All of these sticks, all of these branches here, you can actually grow from the branches. So all of these, let me get a little closer. So you can actually grow moringa plants from the actual branches. You can stick them in the ground and it will grow. And as a matter of fact, guys, look at that right here. See right here, those little things, those were actually the beginnings of moringa flowers, which would have become pods. But since I am harvesting now, we're not going to develop any pods, which is fine because the leaves have tons of nutrition. All right, so I'm going to set it up. I'm going to put it on speed, so we can, let's talk about, first of all, before I do that, let's talk about what it tastes like. So moringa has like a green taste, has like a little nutty taste. You can eat them fresh like this, like you're working in the garden, you can eat them fresh. Or what I do is I actually like to blend them up. In other parts of the world, they use this in everything. You can use it in stews. You can scramble up with eggs. Even when the way I do it mainly is to dry the leaves and powder it. But even if you dry it and powder it, you can also stir it into whatever meal you're making. So I'm gonna go ahead, harvest these leaves, and then we'll go ahead and work on it on the inside. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on speed record and I'll be right back. Guys, this bowl is already full and this is a pretty large bowl. I'm kind of glad now that the chainsaw got stuck because definitely I'm going to leave that and harvest it at a later date. I barely got just a few of the branches off one of the branches that I broke off. You can see this branch is still completely full of green leaves. I didn't harvest any of the yellowing branches, the yellowing leaves. I only harvested the freshest leaves, the really nice dark green leaves. So let's go inside. I'm gonna talk to you about how I harvest these leaves, how I use these leaves personally. All right, guys, so here they are, nice green healthy leaves. So I'm spreading them out into a couple like baking sheets that I have. I only have like 2 baking sheets that I'm gonna spread it out on. Remove look through, make sure that there are no bugs, no insects. Took out all the yellow leaves, and really it should be a thinner layer than this, but I mean it's just so much that I have, guys, and I don't have enough pans. So you can see this one is a bit thick, but it will eventually dry. What I'll do is just turn it midway, but this is definitely kind of too much, but it is what it is. This is what I have. So I have these 2 sheets, and I have a third little thing that I'm gonna use, trying to kind of even it out a bit. All right, so let's pop it in the oven. My oven has a dehydrate function. You can do it as low as 100 degrees or as high as 150. I usually like to use like 130. I find that 130 is like a good heat level. And I do it for 8 hours. I'll then check to see if it needs more time. It's been about 8 hours. Let's check on this. Okay, a little bit of crunch. Still nice and green. Okay, this one is dry, so I'm gonna show you how I process it. Don't think the rest is dry yet. Oh, actually, no. Some parts are a little bit moist. You can still feel a little bit of life in some. So I'm gonna leave these that have that have more in there. I'm gonna leave these in. Yep, yeah, these definitely need more time. But guys, you see how doing it on a low heat maintains the greenness. I can't really see it too well, but guys, it's still very dense, very green. Like the camera's making it look white, guys, but I can tell you looking at it, it's very green. All right, so I'm gonna show you what I do to process. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the dried ones, guys. There you go. Look at that green. It's totally green. It's like the color did not change at all. I'm gonna grab the dry one, put it in my Ninja, and I'm just gonna show you real quick what I do. So I use this in different ways. This is the primary way that I like to use it, but I also like to have my Moringa fresh. Say you're making some soup or you're making some kind of, even some kind of pasta sauce, and you want to add a little bit of health to it, a little bit more health to it, because pasta sauce is not necessarily very healthy. Taking some of this dried one from this side also. Look at that, totally green. Yeah, you can add a little bit of moringa. I don't, if unless it's something like pesto sauce or something where I don't mind the color being green, I prefer to use the fresh one. Oh, this one is not quite done. I prefer to use a fresh one when I'm adding it to soups or stuff. But if you don't mind the green color, based on what you're eating, because like if I'm making chicken, I don't want my chicken to be green, right? But if you have kids and you want to do something fun like the green eggs and ham, hey, put a teaspoon of moringa in there. They're gonna get packed. It's gonna be packed with nutrition, and they're gonna think it's really cool to have green eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it and show you what it looks like. There it is, guys. So I'm gonna add it to my jar, and I'm gonna do this 10 more times till this jar is full. But look at that, guys. Look at that green, healthy, 100% organic moringa. So last year, the last time I did this, last year, October 2022, so a year ago, when this is the jar I used. But based on how big the moringa tree is, guys, I am upgrading to this jar. Guys, I almost forgot. This is the rosemary oil I told you about. I made rosemary oil actually several months ago. Had it fermented, I think, or had it sitting for like 8 weeks. And then last week I added some more rosemary, more dried rosemary to make it extremely potent because I want to use this for my hair. So here's what it looks like. It's dried rosemary in existing rosemary oil, so it's very, very rich already. So I'm gonna add to it a heaping tablespoon of my moringa powder. Here it is. So I'm just gonna make sure it's stirred in well. And guys, I did some research after I started recording, and I saw that there are tons of benefits for the rosemary oil. Because of the fatty acids and the vitamin A, it helps to promote growth. It makes the hair stronger. So between the rosemary, which is already a super house for the hair, I mean, it's equivalent to taking Rogaine. So between the moringa and the rosemary, girl, my hair is gonna be popping next year. Woohoo! All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this encouraged you to, whether it's moringa or chaya or rosemary or whatever it is. I hope this encourages you that you too can grow your own organic food. Till next time, bye now.